Good morning, sports card Wild West marketplace hobbyists and friends. It is Thursday, man. August 6th, 2021. What's that? 8/6/21? Woo! You guys excited? Is it 6? It's 5. Oh my goodness. It's 8/5. Sorry. Rewind. Good morning. August 5th, 21. Ahead of myself. Friday. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here this morning. I got a little bit of energy. I actually got up early this morning. I don't know why. I went to bed late. I was exhausted. Woke up early. Back at the home here in the private resort facility of Ziggy No headquarters. Anyway, good to see you guys. Great to see everybody. I got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of good stuff. Got some news to go over. Got some videos to talk about. Talk about some products, and obviously answer your questions, comments, thoughts. So really, just I'm getting into this this daily groove. What is today? August is also this is starting the third month that we've been going with these sports card daily live weekday shows, which I'm really enjoying. I really am. I hope you're enjoying it. Seems like people like it. It is what it is. I do it because I love it. So, guys, it's really great to have everybody here. You people in the chat, thanks for joining. Nats man, see you're here first. Good morning, Larry. Good to see you, man. I scared you. Sorry, buddy. So, woo. Let's get into it. So, first of all, let me share my screen. Big sports news for me, at least, as far as what I'm watching right here, is right here. Bam. Look at this, guys. First of all, the USA did take care of business last night. Did beat Australia like 98 to there it is 98 that in the corner. Look at this, and France and Slovenia. You know, Luka. And is Luka really? I mean, Luka might be the next LeBron James. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm a Luka fan. I am. I'm a fan. I just like the guy. I like his energy, his heart. But look at what he's doing, dude. He's carrying his team into what is the world's NBA championship. I mean, I don't think there's anybody else on the Slovenian team that's from the NBA where the French and the Spanish and Australia all have. In fact, we're the Spanish team. What happened to the Spanish team? They all have, a lot more than one NBA player. This is just mind blowing to me. Could you imagine? I will say this game, first of all, I'm upset that I can't watch this game live. Why can I not watch this game live? Why is it not on TV? I don't know why. Anyway, I've been following on ESPN. I think that's why I woke up early. I was about 7, try checking the scores, man. And in the beginning, the first half was pretty much back and forth. Slovenia took a 2-point lead, 44-42 going into the half. Came out third quarter. The French were up by like 10 at one point. It was 69-59. Here we are in the fourth quarter. Slovenia's battled back, man. Wow, what a game. I think we'll have the outcome of this game by the time my video is over. And I really hope Luka wins. Could you imagine? I'll be honest, guys. Call me whatever you want to say, but if it's Slovenia versus USA, I'm cheering for Slovenia. I'm going to go get a Slovenia flag and be cheering for Slovenia in the gold medal round. And it's not because I care about the cards. I have a few Luka cards. Honestly, a very few. None of them very special. I'm the guy who has the base cards, right? I don't have anything shiny. But man, I'm a Luka fan. I just think that's exciting news. Other news, there's lots of great stuff going on in sports, right? There's basketball trades, free agency, baseball's heating up. So that's all wonderful stuff. We'll talk a little bit about that, but this to me is exciting news. I'm looking forward to this. We'll come back to this in a few moments. Let's go ahead, though, and jump into some of the hobby using credit content and have more, right? Things out here. Notes on the 1971 show picks, PwC at the National and Grading Company. Now, my first thought here is, why is this grading company in this article? There's like 20 new grading companies, but this one got into the Sports Collectors Daily. That kind of caught my attention. But let's go over this real quickly. PwC says they brought in $100 million at the National Sports Card Convention. $100 million. That seems like a lot to me. Bulletproof armored vans. I'm thinking to myself, do you think there's like some Ocean's 11 group that's like, dude, we're going to pull off the biggest robbery of the century. We're going to take out the PWCC vault. I mean, I could see doing a movie on that, right? Like, don't. Not that I'm encouraging theft or anything. I just think it's funny. I mean, that's a big target. $100 million. And think of how liquid that is, right? If you anyway, it just caught my attention. Next thing that caught my attention was this: some pictures someone pulled out from the 1971 Detroit area Topps cards, right? So you talk about OGs, baby. Look at these original OGs, right? They're sorting their cars, sitting there playing with their paper, their wax, and probably thinking to myself, this is the best it's going to get. It can't get any better than this, right? And then what? 50 years later, look at where we are now. 50 years later is $100 million of merchandise left the National for one vendor. I mean, it's just mind blowing. I did find this cool. One city, a couple of locations, and then this one right here just caught my attention. Matt Schwartz has launched FCG Grading, Texas-based company. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I'm just surprised. Like I've met X 88 one of these guys out there. Why didn't get attention from clubs? Curious. This of the grading and expansion, but my thoughts have always been that, look, I've always argued that PSA, Beckett, SC, whatever it is, there's no map with this stuff. I think they're no different. The guys that but what I have realized, and now, I hate to say this, I'll pull this over here. Bam, observation. Anyone can grade cards. I mean it. Anyone can do experience. There's nothing required. However, people don't buy grades, and don't tell me they buy the card. They don't buy the card either. They buy the brand. Light moment, right? Maybe we like, of course they buy. They buy the brand, and PSA is to grading. Lucky Jeans. Have you looked at Lucky Jeans on eBay? Use freaking Lucky Jeans go for like a couple $100, but you can't sell your Wranglers on eBay, or if you do, you're not going to get very much, right? So everyone else is Wrangler at the best, and I don't mean that to be negative. I'm not trying to. I mean, I appreciate everybody's hustle. SGC, CSG, ABC, EFG, D. All the guys, right? But brand, you got to work on brand, and I don't know how you tackle that one, man. I mean, that's $1 million question. How do you know? Another thing I'll quickly make an observation of: all these grading companies, there's probably 20 of them, right? There are probably 20 grading companies offering services versus last year about 6. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. This hobby is correcting. I'm not calling for a crash or collapse. This hobby is going to be strong. People will still be here, but this will correct. We'll be back to about 6 grading companies in a few years, and I'm sorry to say that. It's just looking at numbers, looking at kind of math, and just understanding. Just a wild ass guess, man. Just call it a wild ass. I can't believe that card, man. That's a card too. I like that card. The black slab, right? Is that a black label? It's not. It's a net, baby. Okay, over here, Sport Collectors Daily. Here's a couple interesting things. A nice little video here about fear of missing out. And the guy said he's able to follow daily coverage of shows through social media, which I think is great. This was what caught my attention. Hoop drop, single splurge. So this guy, during the price week, he realized that all of the sealed boxes, we talk about, hey, sealed wax is a great investment. Sealed wax is the best investment. Sealed wax. Well, guess what, dude? The lone uptick was this 2012-13 Panini box. Everything else has gone down. There's a decrease in value. Many with significant amount, right? Part of that goes back to when we were buying those boxes, we took the fact that, hey, if I got a base card in it, I could get value out of a base old man rookie card, right? A rookie card that's a base and or grade it, and that value is evaporating. And again, this is that trickle down effect I'm talking about. When you start seeing wax prices go down, beware. Another dead canary right there. Coal mine, dead canary. Canary is dead. When wax prices start going down, that's really something to pay attention to. And again, I've seen a lot of videos come out of the National about how the market's ticking up. Amendum's great. Well, look, if you go to a cult and you come out of the cult, you're going to believe the cult. And I'm not trying to be mean because I'm part of the cult too. But my point is when you hear all the messaging, hey, it's great, everything's great, everything's wonderful, it looks great. Come back to reality, give it a few weeks, get some water in your system, and you're going to start to look around and go, man, wow, yeah. And I'll just put it this way, let's watch and see. But pretty good article there. I thought it was interesting to bring people's attention. Even I am a big fan of, this. I mean, lately, I'll be honest, I don't think I've ripped any wax recently. I've been stealing it. Did you guys see that Panini advertisement there? I keep seeing those little Panini advertisements pop up. I think it's like somebody talking to me. Damn Panini. Is that right there? They keep that Panini FT one. What else? Cost of doing business is going up too. Again, this I just mentioned. If you're not an allocated store, beware, because all these costs of business are going up. In fact, another cost of business is going up was labor, right? There's inflation impacting the market. And I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer. I'm just trying to be Ziggy tell the truth. Okay, what else did I want to share? Those are the pretty newsworthy stories. There wasn't a lot going on. There were some pretty good videos, though, last night. Let's start here. Is the one we start with? No, let's start here. No. Let's start here. Is that the one? Yeah, let's start here. Okay. So big fan of the Luca guys, Cage and Andrew. You enjoy this. They're doing this 10 for 10. And I'm really excited. They're doing these live interviews. And I'll be honest, last night I was biting my tongue. I asked them, but I'm not a gold auctions. I don't know. Like if I was going to use an auction house, I would not use them for just my personal reasons. If you do your own thing, but I'm not a fan. I did enjoy this conversation last night. I learned a little bit. I got some insights. Heard again and again and again about how Ken built this whole thing and it's his name on the board and everything. It was good. I recommend listening to this because I thought it was a very good interview from Cage and Andrew to Ken, and there was some good interaction. They talked about a lot of different topics, a lot of different things in the hobby, some hobby stories. And I think they closed by talking about Ken believes that there will be a $10 million sale, maybe this year or next. And that's fair. I'll tell you one thing that did bother me last night that I remember listening to was Ken was talking. He said, COVID hit and he's trapped in, so he calls his Fish. By the way, Fish is the guy over at Blowout Cards. Not too far from me. I'm not a fan of Blowouts because Blowout is in my opinion, one of the worst distributors in the hobby. They're the ones that do a lot of price setting. And I think he called his friend at MJ Holding as well. I think it was Matt Barr or whatever, and had them ship him some boxes, ship him some cases for him and his kids. I'm sure he paid for them, paid a handsome penny or whatever. But I'm just thinking to myself, that kind of disgusts me. It really pisses me off. Kind of rubs me like as a collector, as a father of 3 boys, as a guy who was out last year trying to get retail for my kids, who I know friends who are trying to get retail. This dude can just make a phone call and get it. And I think this just highlights to me what I refer to as the corruption in the hobby. It's a boys' community. These guys have known each other for years. They've scratched each other's backs. They're up, which just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know. I don't think you should have talked about that, Ken. I think you should have kept that quiet. I don't know. Because again, I'll bring up some other kids in a moment who don't get access to this product. And I think back, remember last year when Mark Wahlberg was on YouTube and stuff because his kids started a breaking channel and stuff like that because Panini sent them a bunch of free boxes. Yeah, I said it, free boxes of Chronicles Hobby. And I know for Panini it's a marketing move, and I know they get advertisement and shit. We're still talking about a year later, but why doesn't Panini do that for some random, less fortunate kids? And I'm not even saying me because I'm not less fortunate, but I can give you a list of some who are. Why don't you do something like that? I didn't like that. But it is what it is. I really appreciate 2 thumbs up to Luca guys. Look forward to another one dropping tonight. There's 10 days of 10 live videos with 10 interviews. So listen in. It should be interesting. I will say, well, we'll talk about that later in a moment. Next video. This one was pretty interesting. Big fan here of Baubles and Ball cards. And I've known Brandon here for probably over a year now, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. We met on YouTube. I've been following his channel since he was, a few hundred subscribers. I like Brandon. He's very seasoned hobbyist, collector, understands the space, understands the market, knows products really well. His wife's really active. They're a great couple. I've seen them at some so Brandon was doing a video talking about SGC grading and are you being misled? And just real quickly to the point, he basically points out that Jeff, a sports card investor, says in his Twitter post and says in the National, man, I'm seeing a lot of SGC slabs, right? Peter was from SGC was there. They did a lot of great things. They were not doing grading, and I applaud SGC for not grading, for just marketing at the National, not grading, because I think, that's where they should be, is grading. And he's very focused on keeping his business running. And I applaud that. Much respect for that. And then you have here card collector Ryan, and the dudes from Gary Vee show talking about SGC. And Ryan says, man, there were a lot of SGC slabs. There was a lot of SGC slabs. And I heard that too. I mean, I think some of the videos you saw SGC slabs. I think there's no shock right now that if you look at the people who are putting out slabs right now, it's PSA's putting out 150,000 slabs a month or more. And SGC's been pumping out. I think they're putting out several thousand a day right now. So makes sense. Now, here's the part that bugged Brandon. Let me see if I can play this.
So anyway, I'm going to share his comment so you can see. So,
I got this question a lot, or this question was up on Flipping Steve's live stream last night, and I've gotten messages and asking about it too. So, like, what was with slabs on the show floor? What was moving? What wasn't? Were the alternative ones doing well? All that sort of stuff. So let's kind of dive into that for a couple minutes.
Let's dive.
PSA and BGS were 90. I'm going to say 90%.
90%, then it goes to 95
of the slabs on the show floor, with the other 5% being, actually, it's probably even more than that. It's probably more like 95% PSA and BGS, with 4% SGC, and like 1% everybody else.
Okay, so 4% SGC, 4. And then 95% was PSA, BGS, and then 1% was everybody else, okay? So
I saw next to no HGA slab.
Next
there
to no
like
HGA.
One or two tables that had
that's possible. I don't see many at shows either.
Of HGA slabs, and then nobody had it. So it was these two people are like this table's the HGA.
So let me just pause this real quickly. So the person speaking is Northeast Ohio Cards and Comics, also known by as Neo. I don't like the name Neo because when I think Neo, I think of that really cool character in the Matrix, and this guy is just not Neo. Okay, so Northeast here, who, as you know, I used to be a big fan of and supporter and followed his channel all the time, but he blocked me. I think he's since unblocked me, but ever since then, it's kind of rubbed me wrong. And I'll just say, I love controversy. I think that's why I bring this video up. And I applaud Brandon for basically calling out Northeast Ohio, because Northeast Ohio clearly knows nothing about what he's talking about, right? He's either lying or he's blind, because you're telling me Jeff and Ryan and everybody else only saw 4% SGC, but they said a lot of SGC's moving. It's just funny. Now, why did he do this? I don't know. I don't care. I think it's interesting Brandon brought it to everybody's attention, because I think, I know it rubs Brandon wrong. Brandon likes SGC. There's a lot of people do. And I think, dude, Northeast Ohio Sports Cards has a lot of followers. He got a lot of those when he went on Jeff's channel, right? He even says back in January, I got a bunch. And he brags about how much money. He brags all the time about how he's flipping cards. He's very pompous. He just rubs me the wrong way recently. He's got the tip jar, join, give me money because I'm so smart and so rich. And I make $3,000 a month on my subscribers alone. So just put some more money in the jar and be on your way, man. Be on your way. I don't know. I thought it was great that Brandon kind of brought this to the attention. And I think the takeaway is, again, as Brandon says, dude, there are a lot of channels out there with a lot of subscribers who are just talking out their ass, right? This is a chucklehead to me. That's what I chuckle, because I chuckle. He's a chucklehead, okay? I discount everything he says. I'm really excited that he's buying Baker Mayfield. I hope he buys a lot of Baker Mayfield, because I really expect Baker Mayfield to tank this year. That's terrible I said that, but I do. Every time he says something, I like to see when he's wrong, right? He was telling people to buy Giannis at 2,500, 2,000. He can't go lower. He went down to 1,500. I think right now it's at 1,900 to 2,000, right? I don't know. I appreciate Brandon calling the attention. Again, my message to you, without getting too personal and how I feel about Northeast Ohio Sports Cards, is Cards and Comics, is he's a chucklehead and he doesn't know what he's talking about. And I can get subscribers and you can believe I'm a chucklehead too, right? There's a lot of chuckleheads. So just remember the chuckleheads. And also remember, I always say, why are they saying what they're saying? Well, it's in his best interest that you like PSA, because I bet you he's got a whole bunch of PSA slabs he's going to try to sell, right? I mean, come on, dude. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. I'm looking forward to your comments on that one in a moment. Real quickly, someone mentioned to me, the NFL is hiring for somebody to run their NFT project. Just thought I'd mention that to you. I just thought I'd bring that up. I thought that's pretty cool. What was the other video I wanted to share with you guys? Got that one out of the way. We talked about, let's just check the score real quickly. Let's check the score. Score check. Oh, come on, slow. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? No. Oh, yeah. 1 point. What a game. Holy smokes. Oh, man. Hey, I got some notes here. Frank Ntilikatola, he still sucks, dude. God darn it, dude. Oh, bummer deal. Oh, look at Luka there. Triple double, 10 rebounds, 18 assists, 16 points. Going to the bronze medal game against the Aussies. Oh, well. Let's get back to sports. What a bummer. Okay, so last night I was invited to join Texas Car Dude. New channel. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to Texas Car Dude. Help him get his numbers up there. 120 watts. Pop him up a little bit. And the Wounded Warrior Sport, which is Jason and his son Aiden. I want to quickly bring you over here so you get to meet these guys.
Yeah, I served in the Army 2 years, 2 months, 27 days. Ended up with severe chemical exposure in Iraq. I've had 6 heart attacks, 4 cardiac arrests, countless respiratory arrests. And he's the reason I'm still alive.
And then this is my belt buckle, Lone Star National Champion.
I've been there since October 31st. In November, we did a rescue operation. And I volunteered for it and went out there, and a platoon had been ambushed. And when we got there, there was 2 people instead of 1, so our intel bad. They were about a mile north of their sector where they were supposed to go. And we only had 1 medic and 1 litter. So I went up to the lieutenant. I said, "Sir, they're not going to do that. Do you mind if I take over this mission?" And he said, "No, go ahead." So I put 4 men on the litter and then had a 360-degree perimeter around us. And I pretty much coordinated the whole operation, but I also carried him the whole way. I refused to be relieved. And I threw it like 3 times from heat exhaustion and just kept going. And I mean, the adrenaline pretty much pushed me. And when we literally, as soon as I got him to the helicopter, my body just gave out. My back was messed up, and then I had other issues, so I had to have an emergency surgery. It wasn't a choice. And they put me on light duty profile. And I was drawing that picture behind you in the first aid station. And the first sergeant came up to me and said, "Oh, you're an artist. I got something for you to do." And he ordered me to paint murals. And the problem was the paint we used was Iraqi paint, not our own. And it ended up having 2 MOP level 4 chemicals, which is the second highest chemical MOP level you can have. I was using it with nothing. And so I began to exhibit symptoms of chemical exposure out there. Nobody knew it, including me. You know, how do I go from carrying a guy over a mile to literally I ran a mile 2 months later and both my lungs almost burst on the spot. So I was automatically retired. Literally, that process started from Iraq. I didn't do it for medal. Honestly, I didn't even know why they were thanking me after the mission. Guys kept thanking me while I was eating, and I just did what I was trained to do. I'd do it again. I hurt my back bad because of it, and I'd still do it again. You know, it was just important to get those guys home. I made a promise.
I'm going to pause this. It's very, very. It's a good story, and I do recommend checking it out. I was fortunate enough to be on a chat with him last night and met Aiden. And the pool talks more about Aiden and how Aiden, was born and came in this man's life. He was depressed, how his son got him into collecting, and how collecting really, really changed his life. Jason is disabled. disabled war hero, real war hero. And sports cards are everything to him. That's what him and his son do for a living. That's how they make money. That's how they put food on the table. And I'm not going to go into too much about that, but good video last night talking about, you know, how the dip impacted him, right? How the market change impacted him and his son and the hobby. And I'll let you listen to the video. He brings out one of the big point they bring out is that eBay, when they made their changes on making you put all that extra data in there, it dropped a lot of people's listings. It impacted comps on some things. They have some information on it. I was there. I listened in, give my thoughts, kind of play devil's advocate on some stuff, because I think a lot of factors happened in the spring that led to that sudden crash or change in card prices, right? I'm looking back more. I'm thinking a lot of it had to do with PSA closing, right? I think a lot of it had to do with politics and market concerns and just the world in general. So it's hard to put my finger. But what I wanted to bring this to your attention is that, again, a lot of times you watch these channels of these rich guys flaunting off their millions of dollars in cards or hundreds of thousands of dollars of cards, and we forget about those people who are in the hobby either for collecting or in the hobby, and they use it. I'm fortunate. This is my hobby. I'm trying to get this, trying to make sense of this, on a live channel here. But again, going back to Ken Golden calling up and saying, "Hey, can I get some cards to my kids?" kind of rubs me the wrong way when I think about kids like Aiden and and parents and sons and whatever out there who can't get anything. It's their hobby experience, right? And we want to talk about doing what's right for the hobby. And I'll say this: Jason even said he's had a lot of outpouring of generosity and advice, and people send him stuff, and he thanks people a lot. But again, his points are he makes a living doing this, and it made me think a lot too, because I know sometimes I'm a little critical, sometimes maybe I'm a little pompous, a little asshole about people in the hobby. I mean, nothing bothers me more than people who are, in my opinion, grifting the hobby, finding the shady way to take money out of the hobby. It just irks me. Now, when I see people who are making a living off it, an honest living, the other gentleman here is Brad, Texas Card Dude, very, very devout, religious, Christian. He's building a business in the hobby. He talks about how it's his income, what he does. He's all about honesty and integrity. And I want to remind people there are some great people in the hobby, and I want us to support those great people, and I want us to rat out and just push those crappy people out. I mean, there's just a lot of wolves out there. Again, I will keep saying this, dude. Josh and Chris at Card Ladder sell a how-to class in a newsletter. Now, that's fine, dude, that you want to do that. You disguise it under this bullshit that you're a collector and you care about the hobby. That bothers me, right? Repack products. Sure, I know there's good repacks, right? There's some people do it right or whatever. Hell, Jason might start doing a repack product, make me sick. But there's bad repackers out there, and there's people take advantage and pass on fake cards and trim cards. And I don't know what's gonna happen. Like we were talking in this video about fakes and stuff like that. Let me say this: we're talking about counterfeit cards or whatever. Let me ask you: is it illegal for me to make a fake card? Right? Is it? And the answer is yeah. It's wrong. There's like license infringement, so that. But there's no one's going to put me in jail for doing it. No one's going to come to my house and arrest me. What will happen if I start making fake cards and I start selling them or moving them as reprints or whatever I want to do? I'll get a letter saying, "Hey, you're infringing on licensing." Maybe I get sued. Maybe I pay a penalty, but I can grift out money. And I'm saying I'm doing that. But my point is there's too many people just basically taking advantage of this hobby. Like every time I hear about, oh, look at the investment money coming in. It's not coming into the hobby. It's coming to take money out of the hobby. It's like people are digging ways to extract value from the hobby, right? And I think that's why we're going to continue to see this stripping down of the value of products, the value of slabs, the value of wax as this continues. So anyway, I really enjoyed this, and I want to again bring your attention to two great collectors, Brad, and to Jason and his son. And again, just make you think. Like it made me think about how fortunate I am, and I'm not super fortunate in the sense I'm not sitting on any $1 million card collection, dude. I'm not. But I'm definitely appreciative of what I have. So I thought I'd mention that. So I'm sorry to go went from really high and excited to just kind of down and melancholy here. But I don't know. It's worth bringing to your attention. I thought it was good. And I really enjoyed this video. Check it out. Bench Clear Media, the poll talks about his story. But again, war hero, dude. War hero. Not just some, anyway, I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to say something and get myself in trouble. What else did I want to bring to your attention? We'll take a snapshot of this. I can't believe Luka lost, dude. I can't believe they lost by 1 point. I'm so disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I'm so down. Luka's at 881. Jaws at 213. No, Jaws at 222. Giannis is hanging there at 2,000. Here's another thing I saw. Look at this. What's going on here? I don't know if this is right or not. I'm looking at Raw Prism Mahomes, and the silver Raw is at $950 last average sale, and the optic base. There's no way that's right. Am I wrong? Anyway, I'll take a look at that later. But that popped up on the thing. I'm building out some football cards to track down here for us in the future. Oh, I'd mentioned this. Panini sold out their $99 packs. Those have been on the market for a couple times this month. One of the slower. The base packs are still there, and I'm still a fan of base packs because I like opening a base pack. You can open one anywhere you go. Be on the car, sitting in traffic, open a base pack. Sitting on a metro, open a base pack. Sitting at dinner with a bad date, open a base pack. Right? You can do whatever you want. Open a base pack. $10 to open a base pack? Shoot, I'll take that all day, man. And again, I'm just a big fan of the NFTs. You do you, boo, and I'll do me, and I'm not going to tell you what to do. I just want to help you learn to think, right? Not tell you what to think. That makes sense, right? You like that? Okay, what else? Anything else? Gosh, I thought there was something else. Oh, yeah. This is pretty cool. And again, I'm just showing this because it's funny. This came out on Donruss, and I'm not a fan of Donruss products, right? I don't normally like to wait for Optic. But this is a pretty sexy product, man. Pretty sexy product. Where are the pictures? They had more pictures here earlier. Let those upload. I'll tell you, as I saw this, I'll be honest. What I started thinking to myself is NFT. Can you imagine that in an NFT, a Donruss Tom Brady NFT would have perfect corners, perfect edges, centering's perfect, surface pristine, limited with a print mint number on the front, baby, protected in my secure vault. I can't wait for these, buddies. I can't wait. Look at these. Look at this. Justin Herbert marbles. Look at that. Color Blast. They put Color Blast in Donruss? Damn. And dude, look, they're milking the Brady train. Milk. Look at Color Blast. Look at that. Downtown. I'm just, again, thinking to myself, how these are great NFT cards. Wow. The rookies. I'm super excited, man. I'm super excited for football cards, football season. Again, I'll be cautious. I'm not going to recommend buying that. I have no idea what this price is going to be. It's probably going to be a whole buttload. When are these things dropping? Also, check out these. These have the data sheets. I do recommend if you go out here to get great information on the data sheet. September 8th. So about a month away. Man. That's pretty excited. I'll be here sooner than we know. Anything else in the hobby I wanted to bring to your attention? So a lot of content on the national, a lot of posts, people putting videos on the national. Definitely a big fan of this video here. Breakout Cards did some excellent videos. The all exclusive 10,000 PSA Club right over here. You can check out these things. Research, learn the hype. Can't wait to catch that one. And more stuff coming tonight. Tonight's Thursday night, so Luka's bronze will be live. I think 7:45, 7:30 ish. GTS, Go GTS. I think will be live tonight at 8 o'clock. Big fan of those guys. Should get some good feedback. Now, again, I expect them to only give me rainbows and unicorns from the hobby because they're a distributor, but I do like to listen in and get that perspective. Boy, I've been talking too long. I hope my audience is still there. Let me go back to the chat. Whew. Good morning, guys. Thank you for being here, man. Man. Always good to see you. Damn, Ziggy scared me. Sorry, Larry. Good morning, DR. Thanks for joining last night. DR was on our live last night. Appreciate that. Simon, good morning. Good afternoon there. I think you're over across the lake, right? Good morning, Rob. I need a time machine. Ziggy, your audio keeps cutting out. Damn it. I apologize. That sucks. That's damn it. Sorry, guys. All that good content and no one heard it. I need to use the DSL differently tomorrow. Breaking up a lot. Audio connection is poor signal. F me. I can't imagine trying to open a new grading company in the crowded space. I love to see the feedback, though. We need more accepting grading companies to cut into PSA's ego and market dominance. Again, it's a brand you got to get into. Ziggy has GMA internet today. I do, dude. I do. I'll tell you. I left my house last week and with my father's because there was a major storm here and the power lines were down. The DSL line was down, and I'm assuming they did not properly fix it. So that's not good. I'm going to have to use something different. What do you think of a long-term value of relic cards that are not game worn? I think they have better value than shiny cards. If that makes sense. I think they have some value, but I think they have more value than shiny cards. Once the PSA reopens, all levels and all graders will go out of business. But Beckett. They'll definitely, I don't know if they'll take that. I think they'll go out of business before, because I don't think PSA will open up all services for like 2 years. I'm afraid you're right, Larry. I think SGA hangs on. It's sold eventually. SGA, like SGC, you mean? Oh, HGA. No longer waiting room. You can go to the site anytime and submit cards. Yep, that's true. Yep, SGA, HGA, they're all to be sold. I agree. Sold or just go out of business. And here's the sad thing. There's a lot of people who have jobs there, right? Hobby giveth jobs, and hobby will taketh away. Why do you think the big business hobby CEOs never seem to have the answer to tough questions? Because they don't have to. They don't have to. I mean, first of all, who's asking them questions, right? I mean, if you consider Jeremy Lee an interviewer, I don't. Jeremy Lee is a conversationalist, right? He doesn't interview people. He first of all, he talks to them the day before. It's a preset interview. It's like if Barbara Walters met you and then told you all the questions she's going to ask, and then came back the next day and then asked you questions. That's not an interview. So I don't think these CEOs get tough questions. And the CEOs of these companies, if you're private, no one's going to ask you questions. Like CNBC isn't going to interview them. Right? What are they going to ask? So that's why there's no one. The people asking these interviews, like for example, Nat's not going to come on my channel because I would ask him hard questions. And what does he have to gain by coming on my channel and being asked hard questions? Nothing. So he's going to go in places where he's friendly. He's going to be on Card Ladder every freaking weekend, right? Because Card Ladder just loves them to Nat. SGC will not shut down either. No, I don't think SGC will too. They've got a long history and they do a very good job. I think there's room in the market. I think they have a potential taking number 2 away from Beckett because Beckett's kind of sleeping, but because they don't have to. It's right. Thank you very much. HGA seems to be fading like Ben Simmons 3-pointer very quickly. Did he have a 3-pointer? PSA won't answer anything because they own the hobby. Yep. Hey, someone told me, does PSA own Whatnot? Anybody know? I heard that in a conversation today. They believe PSA or Collectors Universe is an investor in Whatnot. And I'll say this. I've heard the term Whatnot used about, 100 times recently. And people using it kind of like, they were out the show and there was a lot of stuff and Whatnot. I mean, I don't know. I've heard that more, maybe just ringing my ear more, but I hear that a lot. Really bummed on the audio, guys. That really bothers me, man. I meant SGC. No problem, man. Good morning, Elite. Always great to have you. Great video, by the way. Really enjoyed your video. I thought HGA was going to be AI only. Turned out human graders. Yep, I don't disagree. The GMG still does, what's it called? AI grading. Neo rubs me the wrong way. I can't stomach the guy. Yeah, I just don't like him either. He's not friendly. He's not helpful at all. He's just sits in his chair, very pompous. I know everything. I do comics, man. Getting comics. Comics are great. So I pump comics. Yeah, dude, do what you want to do. Nail biting. Francis Gondo. Lucas, last play. Don't pull off. Lucas, so close. Oh, man, you got to watch the game, Simon? At least you got to watch it. Here I'm in the United States. I can't even see it. That was, man, what a game. Yeah, he does throw it out there. And again, I understand opinions, but at least back them up with some fact, dude. I mean, just saying, there's only 4%. You look like a buffoon because clearly you have other people saying you're wrong. I mean, and I'll say this too. One thing I noticed about a lot of these guys on their channels, they don't watch other people's channels. They're so focused on themselves, they don't pay attention to anybody else. One of my good friends who has a channel does this, and it drives me crazy. I'm like, dude, did you see that someone else did that video? Did you see someone else? Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, pay attention, man. He lies like a rug. I don't say he lies, but he just exaggerates. He just, it's him. Neo doesn't have. Yep, so he trashes them. I agree. Neo never lost money on any cards. Exactly. He's a freaking a genius. This Baker poop. A lot of things are shattering HEA. This hobby, specifically Golden and PSA. Very true. Baker is hot poop in July. I just think, dude, that's a tough conference. I think the Browns' best chance to make it to Super Bowl was last year when Mahomes was out for the fourth quarter and they couldn't close the deal, right? Baker could not get a drive to close the deal. They lost by 6 points. Baker couldn't win then. Baker's not going to win this year. And this year, the expectations being higher, I'm expecting a big meltdown. Time to sell Luka. No, man, you do it. You do you. But I like Luka. By the way, Neo is, and most of the YouTubers have like 20 alt accounts. They keep giving a thumbs up. Yeah. And you can also buy subs, by the way. I mean, I have alternate accounts, but I'm pretty open about that, right? I have my Panini NFT one, and I've been blocked of my other accounts. I love the new NFT space. Make sure to get in and get the first products they offer, man, NFT sites. I do too, man. And again, I'm not gonna tell people what to do. I'm gonna tell you, give you some suggestions. But I know Funko has just blown up, and if you got into Funko, you could have just gotten into Funko, bought the packs, and sold the packs, and made money. And I think there's a lot of that in the NFT space. I also think, again, to me, NFTs, it's about, I stick with the sports ones. I mean, I did stick my toe in the Ninja Turtle, but I didn't get anything. But I stick with sports that are licensed because I think there's more stability there. But I think there's a lot of opportunity in NFTs. I still don't understand these crypto monkeys and these Bored Apes. I don't get it, man. Like, those things are selling for $100,000 for an image because I think it's a one of one, but I just don't get it. Does it have utility? Can you do anything with it? Like, do you get like Krispy Kreme donuts for a year or something? I mean, with Funko Pops, I can get some real Funko Pops. Side note, I keep seeing PSA sleeves that are trimmed in black. Seems like the bag the way really want SGC slabs. LOL. Poor man's SGC. They're trimmed in black. Interesting. I did not notice that, Natsman. Thank you. My plan is to buy into my first NFT packs in different places and don't open. It's a good strategy, dude. Hodl packs. But be careful what you hodl. Like, for example, I bought last year when I was learning about them, I bought the Boys of Summer, which are the NFTs from the Sandlot guys. Those have been an absolute just loss. There's no activity there. No one cares about that NFT market space. They've gone down in value. It's not very good. And then Bazooka from Topps, absolute trash. They still haven't sold out. They've been around for about a month now. I don't think their marketplace is active. Complete failure. So there are failed NFTs. Good morning, Shane. Thanks for joining, man. Thank you for being here. Same day I go to my account, NFT packs, prices multiply. Yep. Another thing too is you have to have the ability to sell those packs. That's why I'm a big fan of Wax, because Wax, the packs, once they drop, you can sell them on their marketplaces, multiple marketplaces, in auctions immediately. You still can't sell your packs on Panini. They promise they're going to do it. Don't dapper me, Panini. Don't make a promise and not follow through. I mean, Dapper told people that in January you could be able to sell packs. It's July. Morning, everyone. Four Leaf, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Ziggy, what is one of the best favorite cards you own? Best favorite cards I own. This is going to sound weird, but my favorite cards are my cards from the 80s, man. Like I got my Don Mattingly 84 rookie that I pulled from a pack when I was a kid, dude. And that's one of those high moments that you'll forget that keeps you in the hobby, right? Again, I remember pulling that from a pack. I think the pack was like $4 or $5. Had to use my allowance. It was at a baseball card store in Bradenton, Florida. Probably like 1985. No, probably 86, right? Don Mattingly rookie, dude. That time I think it was like a $40 card. I was so stoked. I still have that card. I got it graded. The PSA number, I think, is like a 4. It's one of my favorite cards. The other one is the Jose Canseco rated rookies. I had a bunch of those as a kid, got those graded, love those. In my modern stuff, I'd say I sold so many great cards, man, in the past. I don't know. I mean, I have a few Lucas, but to call them my favorites, they're just base cards. And I'd like to trade them up for something better. I guess I have some cool Zion, some cool Jaws. I think some a little better. I don't know. It's a good question. I really like my my vintage cards. And again, I'll say too, I've always said this before, most of my cards are my kids. Like my kids have more cards than I do. I just kind of manage the cards. I'm talking too long, man. I got to get to work soon. So let me move on here. Brad is the best YouTuber in the hobby. He always comes across as having an honest take. Brad is solid. Larry, I just wish there's more active buyers and sellers. I agree. Brad is a great guy. I'm talking about Texas Card Dude. Most YouTubers have branched out, and most never did buy much. Damn it, where'd I go? There we go. They should start making off-centered and print lines and NFTs. LOL. I agree. I tell you, man, I want to print my NFTs, my limited one, my challenge NFTs, and I want to self-slab them just to stick them in my office because I think those are cool to me. Brad has like 20,000 cards and he's still selling them. Dustin has like maybe 2 and doesn't, and most of them are what he got in national. Brad 125, not okay. I'm not feeling the pull nor the draw what products coming out anymore like it was the past year and a half. Not feeling the pull for or the draw for new products. I agree. I'm not either. I'm not. The classes don't impress me, and the pop counts are too. Not the pop counts. The print runs are too high. Like I said, even Prism basketball products. I mean, this is the first year that Prism basketball product price has gone down in sealed wax, right? Yeah, Ziggy, 10:40 p.m. there. Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. Good morning, Ziggy. NFL preseason night. Let's go. Is it really? That's awesome, man. But Brad hasn't bought a card in months. I like the guy who have regular buys and sells and shares. Not trashing Brad for strategy, but I like more activity content. Yeah, you're not going to get that from me because I don't buy and sell and share what I buy and sell. I'm not transparent on that. I don't know why. I don't. I guess because I try to keep it separate. Like where I sell is in my Facebook groups. I don't want my influence to impact the way I sell. I also don't sell at a premium. I never sell at the last comp. I always sell under comps. I do. Like I'm gonna sell some cards soon that I'm gonna do some really good discounted deals on. Because again, I'm not here to profit. I make good money. I'm good. Good morning, people. Sorry for being late. Busy at work. Hey, Sports Card Anonymous. Dakota, thanks for stopping in, man. Yeah, Brad said he was stuck with $150,000 in cards and fell in price. Doesn't want. Yeah, he has a bunch of those. But those, what's that stuff called? I'm going blank here. I'm seeing the faces. Deshaun Watson. He's a bunch of Deshaun Watson and a bunch of Mahomes cards too. I own a lot more than 2,000 cards, Larry. Brad says once he sells them, he will buy more. I think he will. I like personal finance. They have popping in. I did like your collection. I love your wife's comments, by the way, Dustin. I really do. I like her perspective. It's also exciting to see her passion for getting into it. I think that's exciting, man. You should get her on the Women in the Hobby. In fact, have you seen those videos where they interview the wives of the collectors? That might be another great one. Maybe get, I'm thinking Brad, comeback card collector, get his girlfriend and your wife together and talk about it. We're all the same extent, Larry. True story, Trigger. Okay, women's soccer bronze, perhaps men's gold. I can't believe the 1 point. Dustin bought mine. Go get him, Dustin. Audio messed up. A few minutes, then back normal. Thanks, man. I'm sorry about that. I'm glad some of it came in. So in the beginning, then you missed me telling you the wrong date because I told you it was April. I told you it was August 6th. It's August 5th. That's why the audio messed up. Good morning, Global. Always great to see you, man. Browns could have won and choked hard. I think that was their window, man. Ziggy's alt accounts blocked him. Larry, ha ha ha. Okay. I'm looking for the live stream with Dr. Beckett. I'm looking to do the live stream with Dr. Beckett. Holy man. Questions you'd like from the answer, that would be great. I'll get you know, man. I really love his insights. I really do. He's a very smart man, very profound. So definitely be checking that out, man. Let me know when you're gonna do that. And I'll also promote that on my channel. Ask Dr. Beckett about personal pedigree on labels. I had to walk the BGS grader through their own website. They didn't even know it was an option. Wow, that's sad. Damn it. Kind of worn out on basketball and football. Yep. I'm opting to chase new rookie class. Do you think the hobby was fatigue? Yeah, I do think there's a little fatigue in the hobby. I do. I think football, I don't know if football is going to bring back like values, but I think there's interest in football. Like I'm excited about football season. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I just think there's going to be too many cards. And it'll be interesting how they treat this is a deep quarterback class. Shameless plug, new episode Friday night, vintage airing tomorrow. No problem. Plug all you want, dude. You are allowed to plug on this channel. This channel is for the hobby. So you guys want to plug your channels here, you're welcome to do that. New York Yanks fan. Is it just go to New York Yanks fan 7 and then we'll see it? Episode on Friday night, vintage airing tomorrow. Definitely will check that out, man. I'll put that on my my calendar. Oh, okay, man, we're coming to the end here. Blackwater Security owns PSA now. Guys, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. And again, I learn every day. Like I said, I learned a lot last night, listening to people, getting their perspective. Remember that there's, everybody's in this hobby. War heroes, millionaires, good people, bad people. As Dustin would say, end on a positive note. Treat people the way you want to be treated, man. Peace out. Have a great day. See you guys back tomorrow. Where's the end button?